Okay, we're recording. How exciting. Okay, excellent.
Yay.
All right, perfect. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. My name is Danielle Colavito, and I want to welcome you guys to Amanda's Juice Plus Freedom Revolution business launch, which is really exciting. Like I said, my name is Danielle. I'm a qualified national marketing director with the Juice Plus company, and I am here tonight alongside Melissa Falco, who is a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company, and together we're going to be sharing with you. So we're really here in order to network with mission-driven people on the topic of family health. And you've been invited tonight because Amanda really respects you, and she loves you and cares about you, and she really wanted you to know a little bit more about what we're up to. So tonight it's going to be relaxed and fun. You're not going to have to buy anything or sign up for anything. We really just want you to sit back and listen and enjoy. And just really, we're going to share some quick information and some stories. And if it looks like we have notes in front of us, it's because we do, because there's a lot of important information that we want to share. And we also really want to be respectful of your time tonight to make sure that we do this within 30 minutes or less. So we understand it is late in the evening, and we do appreciate you guys for hopping on to support Amanda in this way. So we really hope you enjoy this. Perhaps as you're listening, you might think of someone in your life that's needing to hear this message. So we really just appreciate that you sit back and listen with, an open mind and an open heart. And with that, Amanda's going to just take a moment to share with us what made sense to her and how she sort of got started.
Okay, so I first heard about Juice Plus from a friend at a play date. It made sense to me because I had a super picky eater, and none of us were getting enough fruits and vegetables in our diets. So once I've added Juice Plus, I've noticed that years of kids' constipation issues are resolved. My toddler's skin cleared up. I feel like I'm getting better quality night sleep, and generally I've just been feeling better within my body. We've been taking Juice Plus for just over 7 months now, and I can't wait to see the continued health benefits, which is why I'm here sharing it with you guys today.
That's awesome. Thanks, Amanda. All right, Melissa, I'm going to turn it over to you to kick things off.
Okay, sounds great. Hi, everybody. I'm excited to be here tonight, and thank you, Amanda, for inviting me. And my name is Melissa Falco. I'm a national marketing director, Danielle mentioned, and I've been with the company for 10 years now, this week, actually. It's pretty exciting. And to kick this off, I'd like to ask you a question. Would you agree that being healthy today can be challenging? Yes, maybe. We'd all love to look good, feel good, and live a long life. We know it's our job to try and make this happen, but unfortunately, it can be really complicated, unpleasant, and even sometimes, I think, confusing. That's where we come in. So I'd like to introduce you to a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. Danielle and I, along with thousands of others, are part of a unique community where together we're taking healthy back in ways that are simple, doable, and fun. So the goal of the Healthy Living Revolution is to come alongside families who want better health, really meet them where they're at, and empower them to make positive changes along the way. So let me take you through the following 3 doors to inspire healthy living around the world. First, we have free resources. Second, nutritional support. And the third is the organization that makes it all possible. So the free resources. The Healthy Living Revolution team has created a selection of fantastic resources for families to use. We have a short cookbook. We have clean and healthy, easy recipes. We've got short webinars on trending health topics, a home fitness series, and our Start Strong program, which is really designed to raise up a generation of active and healthy kids with a positive body image and good nutritional habits. You may want to take a look at these resources, so Amanda will make sure to get you the link for the Healthy Living Revolution website. Second, we've got the nutritional support. So let's talk about nutrition, which is really the foundation of good health. We have to flood our bodies with the most important foods we could ever eat, which are raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. They're not just good for you, but they're absolutely critical. And as I always like to say, fruits and vegetables don't discriminate. They help everybody. So we're supposed to eat a wide variety of 9 to 13 servings a day, but almost nobody does. And think about it. How many days in the past week have you gotten 9 to 13 servings of fresh, raw fruits, vegetables, and berries yourself? I haven't. Even the best eaters need help. And that's why we are so thankful for the nutritional support from something called Juice Plus.
Yeah. Okay. So what is Juice Plus? For those of you that don't know, Juice Plus is over 30 different raw, vine-ripened whole foods. It's non-GMO and NSF certified to be pure. And I love that we can just call it, like a salad bar in a capsule. So I have my Juice Plus here, and I'm going to show it to you. We have our fruits, which is called our orchard blend, our garden blend, which are our vegetables, and our vineyard blend, which are all our berries. And in there in a nice easy capsule, like open them up, show you what the capsule looks like. And they also come in a chewable form. So, and these are actually my kids' gummies right here. So I took this right off our kitchen counter, right? So it's important really to understand, though, the process that the fruits and vegetables go through to be encapsulated or to put in the chewable form. So first of all, our fruits, vegetables, and berries are completely vine ripened. So they remain attached to the plant until the nutrition is fully developed. The fruits and vegetables are then ground up, which is better than simply just juicing. And we use the entire whole food, including the peel, the leaves, and the seeds whenever possible, which really provides you with much more nutrition. So if you're eating an orange, for example, 80% of vitamin C of that orange is actually found in the peel itself. And I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever eaten an orange peel. I'm certainly not doing it very often, right? It's a little hard to digest, but it's super important, right? Okay, so it's then slowly dried at low temperatures, which preserves the live nutrients, and then it's put into the capsule or the chewable form. And this is what I really love about Juice Plus. I love that it's scientifically proven. Juice Plus is the most thoroughly researched nutritional product in the world, with over 35 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals. It's a food, it's not a vitamin. So if you see here, hopefully you can see that it says nutrition facts on there. Okay, that's a nutrition label. It's not a vitamin label. So it's the same label that you would see if you were to go to the grocery store and pick up a bag of frozen broccoli. So the government considers Juice Plus food. And there's no warning label, so it's safe for people of all ages, pregnant, nursing mothers, children, elderly, professional athletes, Olympic athletes. It's safe for anyone and everyone. And then we have our chocolate and vanilla complete, which is gluten-free. It's a whole food, protein, fiber, amino acids, fruits and vegetables in a shake. And these are two of the little single packets. They come in the chocolate and the vanilla. And you can see they also have a nutrition label on the back. Again, it's also food. And it's really a great quick breakfast, good for post-workout recovery or pre-workout, and a healthy snack. And actually in our family, we use it for all of that. Breakfast, snacks, pre and post-workout. My entire family drinks them.
Even dessert sometimes.
Yeah, dessert. We also use it to bake. Then we've got our Juice Plus Omega blend capsules, which is a vegan capsule of a plant-based omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, which is great. All sourced from the plants. There's no fish were harmed. They go straight to the plant source itself to get the omegas. And I'm going to show you this because these are really yummy, right? A nice orange essence is in there. My kids have even chewed on them. Yeah. So again, they're safe for everyone. Then we have our complete bars, which make a really nice snack. I always keep these in my bag on the go for myself or my kids. They come in dark chocolate and fig or tart cherry and honey. Again, gluten and dairy free. And the other thing I'm going to show you, bear with me as I move my laptop because I sat here specifically to show you our tower garden. Hopefully, can you see that? There we go.
Now you go, yeah.
There you go. So that is our vertical aeroponic growing system where you can grow up to 20 different plants indoors or outdoors. And obviously I'm growing indoors with grow lights on them. And my seedlings were just started a couple of weeks ago. That's why they're small. But it's just another way that the company looks to try and help get whole food into people's diets. And I love that. So we also have a 4-month program, with a 10-day jumpstart, and that's called the Shred 10. And I'll share a little bit about that when I share my story. But together as a community, we really shed unhealthy habits and foods that really aren't serving us very well, and we stay closely connected as a community and support for encouragement and motivation through that period of time. So certainly feel free to check out the website shred10.com if you want to learn more about that, or Amanda can share more with you as well. And now we do want to share a little bit, and I'm going to share my story briefly with you of how I got started on Juice Plus. And it was actually Melissa who shared Juice Plus with me about 4 years ago. And it made sense to me as well, because I knew my family wasn't eating enough fruits and vegetables. My kids, similar to Amanda's, they were only 2 and 4 at the time, and they were constantly sick. And there was constipation going on there as well. And I was a busy working mom, just really doing the best I could. I was getting sick all the time because my kids were sick. My hair was falling out. I couldn't lose the baby weight, and I had chronic joint pain. And I really thought that's just how every working mom felt. Fortunately, we started adding Juice Plus into our diet. And my kids, although they would get sick occasionally, were fighting it off a lot faster. And now actually they haven't been sick, and I don't even know how long. They've also become really great eaters, and I noticed that their palates have changed, and they went from once being picky eaters to now being really great eaters, which is a blessing in itself. And what helps too is because we're also able to grow our own food, and they're involved in that process. Personally, for me, I did jump into that Shred 10 program when Melissa introduced Juice Plus to me. And through that, I was able to eventually, I lost the joint pain. Obviously, my hair has grown back. You could see I have lots of hair now. My skin cleared up. My energy levels increased. My quality of sleep got better, similar to what Amanda was experiencing. And I wasn't getting sick anymore, mostly because my kids weren't getting sick anymore. And I finally was able to lose that baby weight that I never thought I would get rid of. And I'm in better shape now than I was even before having kids, which is great. And I love sharing that my husband, who used to chronically suffer from sinus infections every winter, I noticed he wasn't getting them anymore. And he has a family history of high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and had always had to be monitored. Fortunately, never on medication, but we've been able to make sure he doesn't have to go on medication by making sure that his levels have actually dropped and gone down, and the doctors have been really happy with that, which is awesome. Anytime you can keep someone off medication is a beautiful thing. So we are truly blessed that that Melissa did share Juice Plus with us. And Melissa, if you would take a moment just to share your story, I love that all of our stories are so uniquely different.
Oh, absolutely. And, I have to say, you guys, when Juice Plus came into my life, I didn't think I needed it. I was one of those, I was in my 20s when I was introduced to it. And the only reason I really paid attention is because my dad had been diagnosed with cancer. So I was looking for ways to keep him healthy and keep him, help him in recovery to stay alive longer. I mean, I just was looking in a way, I think, for answers. And so when I met my husband, I have to give him all the credit. We were working together, and he introduced it to me. And although I was stubborn and a little bit, kind of in denial at the time, I paid attention, and his sister did a really great thing and invited me to go to a talk. And we have these wonderful talks all across the country on pretty much every night of the week, where world famous doctors are sharing their, it's not even their endorsement as much as it is the education behind our research and what the product, does for people. And I've heard many doctors say, you don't want to come to visit me, by then it's usually a little bit too late. There he is waving as he's walking by. Hi, Paul. Sorry, I'm looking out my window. He's walking around the corner. But what spoke to me there was the research, and I had been part of a graduate study. So for me, I really took notice that there's 38 medical published studies. At the time, there were about half of that. But even still, it made sense to me to take something that was proven, right? And I felt really safe recommending that to my dad. Now, the problem is my dad's a stubborn Italian New Yorker, because I can say that because I'm one too. And, and he just did not want to take anything from anybody and made so much fun of me. But I told him, hey, Dad, I found that second stream of income you always talk about and signed up for the business. So send me your credit card. I'm going to send you something in the mail. And that's pretty much how I had to get it into his house. So my story is kind of a little bit backwards. We all have our own unique, experience. But when I added it to my diet, I was really surprised because, again, I wasn't looking for anything. I was just doing it for moral support with him. And I noticed right away my digestion cleared up. My skin got really bright. Like, people kept stopping me and saying, what are you doing? Your skin looks amazing, And I really wasn't doing anything except eating Juice Plus. I didn't need my 3 o'clock coffee like normal, like grabbing for that Starbucks, which was usually the second of the day. And I was able to go from like a large Starbucks to a small over the course of about 3 or 4 months. And I thought that was pretty interesting because my energy was sustained. And so for me, it was a combination of all those things that really got my attention. But first and foremost, the big thing for me that kind of caught my attention was that my migraines disappeared. And that's the root cause of that is inflammation. And that was what the science had shown. And so it really caught my attention. I started to go to more events and listen to the doctors and really get some good, solid education as that all kind of changed. So now what we're going to do is we're going to shift here and go and talk a little bit about the Freedom Revolution, which is our business community. And the main mission, because obviously we're here and we had a great product experience, but we also made the decision to share with other people, right? So the main mission of our Juice Plus company is to bring freedom through improved health. It's important to know that about 80% of Juice Plus is used by happy customers that have no affiliation with the company. And I think that's really says a lot because it's the product that speaks to them and they have that product experience. Serving these customers are those of us who have partnered with the company as a business opportunity, and we're paid well to do a lot of good for people. So as you can listen to our stories, and perhaps you'll think of someone in your life that maybe needs to hear, who may need to hear what's possible as well. So first, let's address 2 common questions about the company. How does this work? The business is open to anyone that's 18 years or older. It's called a virtual franchise, and it's $50 per year to own. So think about that for a second. If you thought about a McDonald's or some other kind of franchise, that's a very, very big investment. So for $50, we get our own franchise, which is pretty amazing if you ask me. We have an online office and personal website. We run our business from any device, anytime, anywhere. We earn residual income by simply sharing Juice Plus by word of mouth, and the company does all the rest. They manufacture the products, they deliver and bill and collect from customers, and they pay us by direct deposit every month. There's no more inventory. There's no inventory to keep. The only Juice Plus that we touch is our own, which is really nice because when you have living food inside of a capsule, you don't want it sitting in a hot garage. All commission levels are permanent. There's no quotas or minimums. And you have the freedom to work at your individual pace, which is really flexible. And I really appreciate that depending on where you are in your period of life. There's no glass ceiling or income territorial restrictions. So the Juice Plus company is in over 20 countries, which really gives you a lot of opportunity to expand into any market that you choose to. So what's so great about the Juice Plus company? Make sure I'm the right thing. Okay. It was formed nearly 50 years ago, if you can imagine that, by President and founder Jay Martin, who's still at the helm today. We are privately held, debt-free, and a multi-billion-dollar company. I just found out today that we cleared $750 million in product last year, which is a lot for something that doesn't cost very much, We offer family benefits package at the top positions, including medical, dental, disability, life, long-term care, chiropractic, and prescriptions, along with college assistance, holiday bonuses, and monthly expense allowances. And I have to say that I am a recipient of all of those things, and it's a really special program to be a part of. The business can produce short-term cash or be a long-term wealth building and retirement strategy. And at this day and age, I really believe that multiple streams of income are really smart, Oh, and by the way, not only does the Juice Plus company inspire healthy living, but healthy giving as well. So we've impacted over 1 million families so far with free Juice Plus for children through the Children's Health Study. So for every adult that signs up for Juice Plus, you can sponsor one child for free, which is a pretty special thing. We're the title sponsor of the St. Jude's Memphis Marathon Weekend, where we raise millions of dollars every year. We're highly involved in the Boys and Girls Club and the Volunteers of America. And let us know afterwards if you'd like to hear more details about how we're making a difference in these places, because this is just a tiny, tiny, tiny little example of all the good that we do out there. So I'm going to take a minute here and share my business story. And I started it off by, sharing that the reason I kind of paid attention to the product really wasn't even for my own needs, but for my dad's. And the reason I signed my application wasn't because I was looking for a business, but really I was just trying to find a way that I could get it into his house. And I knew that he would support me financially, but he wouldn't necessarily buy it from anyone else, right? So I didn't see this as a business right away, but what happened was I had such a wonderful product experience that I naturally started sharing it with people. And then I really fell in love with the community and the people and the education and everything that came along with that. And for me, about 18 months went by, and one day I just kind of said to my husband, oh, gosh, I don't know if this career that I was in, which was a strong 6-figure income in the high-tech world, I said, I don't know if I can really do this long-term and build a family and everything else that we want to do. And I prayed for some guidance, and it was a really interesting turn of events, but a day and a half later, lost my job. And, it was a very clear choice for me to step into something else. And he was the one, again, give him all the credit, who said, well, what about your Juice Plus business? You love it. You're always listening to a doctor in your car. Every time I get in your car, there's some kind of doctor talking about phytonutrients or something, And he said, and my sister makes a really good living and she's home with the kids. Why couldn't you do that? So I looked at him and said, you know what, you're right. I just never really thought of it in that way. So I turned to my sponsor, Lisa, and I said, you know what, Lisa, can you teach me how to do this? I've got about 6 months saved. I'm going to dive full in. I want to see what happens next. And she guided me through the marketing plan, and we fast-tracked straight to the first leadership position in a very short amount of time, and I never looked back, and I retired myself at 29. So it's been a really awesome experience. It's given me tons of flexibility. I can't tell you, just, being able to take time off with both children, to be at home and have a paycheck still show up every single month, you guys, just, working it a little bit, but not like a full-time anything. And I gotten to be present to pretty much everything that I've wanted to be, and also had the flexibility to say no to things that I didn't want to do, and now I'm just in a position where it's a really special thing that I get to gift that to my friends, and when you start to experience this level of freedom, you need to have friends to play with. So it's a really good thing to pass along and invite them to come with you. So I hope that's gives you a little bit of a snippet, but it's a special place and anybody can do it.
Oh, thank you, Melissa. And it's, obviously those friends she needs to play with. I mean, we're on the phone very with her, although we didn't even mention Melissa actually now lives in California. So she's over on the West Coast. But, when she shared the business with me, I was one of the people I tried to say no at first. And when I actually took the time to listen to her and hear what this business and this mission was all about, I couldn't find a reason to say no. I really couldn't. And I did try. But like she said, for $50, I was able to start this business despite being a busy working mom. My background was in event planning. I was working, 50 plus hours a week, nights and weekends with 2 young children at home. But I knew the products made sense. I knew my family needed it. I knew my parents needed it. I knew my sister and her kids needed it. And I said, why not? What have I got to lose? We're certainly going to say yes. Let's see what happens. And similar to Melissa, our family was having such a great experience. I naturally had to share it with everyone, truly, family and friends that I loved and cared about. I just couldn't keep this a secret. As you heard from my product experience, I started feeling so great. I wanted other people to feel equally as good. I realized that nobody deserves to feel bad. Everybody deserves good health. And I had to keep sharing that. And so although working all of those long hours and having 2 young kids at home, I was able to still build this business and work this business seamlessly through my life, just woven in and out everything. And I too was able to retire myself from that event planning job about 1.5 years ago and be that, working mom from home that I never, ever would have imagined I'd ever be the mom picking my kids up at 3 o'clock. It's not an exaggeration. I thought I'd always be that working mom with kids in afters care or daycare or something along those lines. And so I'll never forget one of the first days walking my son home from school and getting him ice cream and literally being in tears because I was so grateful that my friend shared this experience with me. Because had she not, I'd be in an office, I'd be planning someone else's wedding or career and not planning my own family's life. And so not only have these products blessed our family in such a way, this business has truly blessed us. Our kids are off on spring break and I'm home with them all week. We went to the zoo yesterday and, soaking in those memories with my children is an absolute blessing. Absolute blessing. So I am grateful that Melissa took the time to share with me and not take my immediate no as a no. And that
what do you mean no? No, I'm kidding.
And that she was able to keep, to lovingly still share with me. And that's what we do here, is really just to meet people where they're at, but just share our experience. And tonight we really, again, want to thank you for hopping on and obviously taking the time out of your night to support Amanda and this venture that she's ensuing right now. And we're so happy to have her be a part of this mission with us because she's amazing. And really, we're excited to network with two types of people. And those are, people who are ready to take the next step in their health, whether it's to check out the free resources, as we mentioned, or to make life easier by adding Juice Plus in. It only costs around $2 to $3 a day. As we mentioned, kids can actually get it free through our Children's Health Study program. And it's really the simplest, most convenient and affordable way to get massive amounts of nutrition into a busy family. And then there's anyone who's wanting to earn a stable residual income in order to expand their options while making a difference, right? And that's the Freedom Revolution. And the Freedom Revolution really gives parents that financial peace of mind to choose, mom and dad care instead of daycare, which is certainly my situation. And there's hardworking professionals who can have the choice to build their own dreams instead of somebody else's. College kids can build a side gig to pay for school without having to get that job. Empty nesters can increase retirement so that there's more than enough to go around and enjoy life while still having enough to give to future generations. And it really all takes place using a simple system with positive, fun community that we like to call the Juice Plus community. It's our Juice Plus family. So maybe you can ask yourself, who do I know who needs to hear about this? What if Juice Plus could help them? If you think of somebody as you're listening to the stories tonight that really could benefit from hearing this or hearing this message, we invite you to maybe share with them, share with Amanda, and they can certainly come on to this type of event like we've done this evening. We want to, again, thank you for coming on tonight. It really means a lot to us that you took the time to support Amanda. I know she certainly thanks you and is grateful that you took the time to hop on and support her. She certainly will be sending you our website for the Healthy Living Revolution link, so you have all of those resources. I am going to go ahead and end the recording right now so that Amanda has this for you.